Another season is about to begin. CDM Season 10 kicks off on July 17th, and once again, we are dressing up the same stage expecting a different play. New rosters, returning veterans, a few creator led watch parties. But beneath the surface, the cracks are only getting wider. Because the truth is, for all the buzz, the hashtags, and the so called momentum, CODM is still clueless. This time, a group of creators has come together with a plan. They want to organize the chaos, unite streamers, hosting watch parties, collect performance data, show the impact, and push for sponsorships in the next season of CDM. It's a thoughtful effort, genuine. They're trying to build leverage to finally get recognition for the hours poured into watch parties that often go unnoticed. But here's the catch. The entire foundation is flawed because we're asking creators to dedicate time, energy, and communities in return for what? A name drop on the mainstream? A soft promise that maybe, just maybe, next season they'll be looked at. That's not how you build trust. That's not how you scale effort. You cannot build a movement on a maybe. And if that's all the ecosystem can offer, it's no wonder the bigger creators don't want to touch it. But here's where it cuts even deeper. This isn't about incentives. This is about identity, about visibility, and about why people tune in at all. Let's not kid ourselves. The insane spike in numbers during season 9, that wasn't the result of a thriving CODM community. That was the gravitational pull of two names, Godlike and Soul. People didn't show up because of the game. They showed up because of the emotion, the loyalty, the tribal energy those two orgs ignite in their fan bases. And if you look at Godlike and Soul out of the equation, you're left with viewership so low, it's barely sustainable. Sure, there are standout talents in CODM, Abyss, Learn, Vegas, the Deadly Twins, Sam and Jokus, but none of them have the audience behind them. When those names hit the stream, there's hardly anyone left to watch because CODM hasn't given them a NAS, anyone to follow. No icons, no stories, no faces for the next generation to chase. Compare that to BGMI, where players like Jonathan, Scout, and Mortal aren't just competitors, they're role models. They carry stories, legacy, and weight. You're not just watching them play, you're watching someone you admire compete. CODM never built that, and until it does, all these structural efforts, however noble, are treating symptoms, not the illness. Because the real issue isn't that we need more watch parties, the real issue is we have no one worth watching. This video isn't just about critiquing the system, it's about understanding why that system keeps failing and what needs to change if we actually want this scene to grow. Let's talk about what's really broken and what a real fix could look like. A handful of creators have come together with a common goal: to organize the watch party space, track engagement metrics, and present all of that data to the developers. The idea is to show just how much community-driven content is fueling the CDM ecosystem. And in return, they're hoping that by season 11, these creators can get officially recognized, maybe even sponsored. On the surface, it sounds like a smart grassroots play. It encourages more people to host watch parties. It centralizes efforts. It makes a case for impact. And at a time when CODM doesn't really have a structured ecosystem, this feels like a step in the right direction. But here's the problem. Good intentions don't equal strong foundations. What's actually being offered in return for this effort? A potential shout out? Some informal acknowledgement? That's not a reward. That's a placeholder. You're asking creators to spend like professionals and get paid in exposure. And we've seen this playbook before. It never scales. Here's what's going to happen. Big creators with handsome following and sub base won't participate. The one who do, smaller names like maybe Wiggle, will end up scattering what little attention exists across fragmented audiences. The idea unintentionally penalizes collaboration and rewards short-term visibility. You're building 10 small ripples instead of one big wave. You can't fix a visibility crisis by multiplying invisible efforts. What CODM needs isn't quantity, it's quality influence. It needs a few strong, respected voices with reach, and those voices need real incentives. Sponsorships, not verbal appreciation, not maybe next time. Until we'll get that right, every initiative will just be a louder version of the same silence. We need people like Carnage, Abu, Tuno for you. We need these guys to stream it. People with those untapped esport hungry audiences who are still watching BGMI. We need to bring those audiences to CODM screens, to CODM Esports. Let's talk about what really drives an esports forward. People follow people. They don't care about brackets. They care about backstories. They care about who's fighting and why. CODM has talent. No one's denying that. Abhiz, Learn, Sam, Jokos, Viper, Skulji, these are incredible players. But they never built a follower base. Not because they couldn't, but because the system never helped them to do it. So when they show up on a stream, hardly anyone watches. There's emotional connection, no build-up, no stakes. Compare that to BGMI, Jonathan, Scout, Mortal. They aren't just players, they're symbols. They stand for something. You care when they win, you feel it when they lose. CODM has failed to create those kind of stories. And without those narratives, you can't expect people to tune in, not consistently. Worse, you can't even promise fair opportunity. Take Accelerate, for example. A team that disbanded in February this year suddenly handed a free slot as India's third representatives for CDM Season 10. No qualifiers, no points, no pathway. And ironically, they're probably still the third best team in India. But that's not the point. The point is how they got there. No transparency, no structure, just backdoor decisions. What does that say to every new team grinding in the shadows? It says the grind doesn't matter. It says the path is broken. Hope dies when the structure is missing. And without trust, there is no ecosystem, only survival. So, what's the fix? You start with people, you build stories, you create icons. The Godlike lineup, they have the skill, give them the screen time. Soul's new roster, build the story from day one. Even Accelerate, if they're going to the world stage, show us why they deserve it. Show us the fire. You want watch parties to work? Make people care about who they're watching. Not just the plays, but the people making them. Bring content into the scrims, mic'd up moments, behind the scenes, player origin stories, make the players real to the audience, make the journey matter. Look at Valorant, Escurosi, Deathmaker. They weren't just players, they were characters in a saga. Riot learned that, they amplified those stories, and look at the loyalty that built. CODM has everything except that. It's not about gameplay, it's about meaning. Give us people to root for and we'll stay. Give us hope and the next generation will follow. The best prime example about how to build a storyline, how to give a player a name and make him an icon, just go and watch this video on Fakers. That should be enough. So let's get it clear. We don't need to repeat the same surface level ideas. We don't need more reaction streams. We don't need another temporary boost that dies once the season ends. But we need is performance. We need players who matter. We need stories that inspire. We need a system where effort is rewarded, not ignored. Watch parties won't save CODM, but icons can. And if you want to build something real, something that lasts, we need to stop chasing numbers and start building beliefs. Because belief is what fills arenas. Belief is what sells merch. Belief is what turns a game into a legacy, and CODM still has a chance to get this right, but that window won't stay open forever. So the question isn't whether we'll have more views this season. The question is, will anyone still care 2 seasons from now? The answer depends on what we choose to build, starting now. Alright guys, so this was the video. I hope you learned something out of it, and I would really appreciate if each one of you take a little time and drop your suggestions and your thoughts in the comment section below. So this was rainx signing off. I'll see you around.